What's up guys, my name is Dragon and welcome back to the Gaming Planet. Today I have something interesting to talk about regarding Minecraft's new snapshot, Snapshot 20W14 Infinite. Now this snapshot is very weird, probably because it's April 1st, and there's a few things I'd like to talk about. First is that the entire creative inventory is jumbled up. You know, everything is in not the correct spot that it was before. Everything's just randomized and all out of order, and everything's just crazy. The potions look fine, but, you know, they're all still crazy if you look at it long enough. So that's the first thing. If you want to build in creative, now would not be the time to do it. There is too much randomness to this unless you look up every single block you're going to be using to build. And the second, and probably the more important part, is the fact that there is now infinite dimensions, theoretically. As you can see here, we just have a standard nether portal, and with this box of infinite books, if we place it down and right click it, you just get a random book. This book is filled with a bunch of just random letters and numbers and just all around weirdness. And if you throw one of these books into this nether portal, you'll see that it changes color. Now that is actually a different dimension. If we go into here, it will bring us to a completely random world. Everything will be random. The skybox will be random, the color of everything will be random, the size of the sun and moon, how fast they go around the world, water will be different, every single thing will be randomized. And I mean everything. There is a lot of random stuff happening. There can be end portals everywhere, or like the boats that you find in the end cities everywhere. There could be starter chests everywhere. It is insane sometimes. Now saying that, it could also be very laggy, and I'd just say do this at your own risk. Your computer can get very, very loud doing this, considering that I had a dimension that was literally all leaves, and that was pretty bad. But let's just see what this one is. Alright, so it's not laggy, which is a good thing. We have some wood. Oh wait, no, stone. We have stone. It looks like wood because of the color that it is. We have phantoms that spawn in, and we have some smooth stone. So as you can tell, we also have end boats that spawn in, and end portals. If you can see right here. This is what caused a lot of lag before, is these guys. These things spawning in. Now this is actually not a bad dimension. You know, you got your chests, you got your end cities, and end boats, so technically you can get like an elytra or something, and some ender heads, or some dragon heads. But what's interesting about the boxes, these little chests inside of these end boats, is that they're always filled with a book called orders. These books called orders have just a random order. Deliver something. It's just a bunch of random text. Now these orders can just technically be kept if you find them interesting, or you can use them to create another dimension. If I go into here, you can tell that it is a very randomized dimension again. But that is just a portal back to the overworld, and this is a very good dimension to be in. You have starter chests, you got bone blocks, I can hear an ender dragon somewhere. You have a ton, just a ton of redstone, a ton of diamond blocks, wood so you can get started. The only problem is the ender dragons, so I guess there's that to deal with. So technically, you could easily survive here. You wouldn't be able to get any diamonds because you don't have iron. But I mean, there's probably a way to do it. Also, these dragons are very loud. There we go. So yeah, you could easily survive in this, though you probably won't survive for too long. You could easily get food because of the starter chests that are scattered around. You have bone blocks in case you want to build stuff with bones. You have some glass, though I don't think you'd be able to enchant anything. So I'd say if this was like a separate dimension, let's say you have the overworld and this one, this will probably be a really good dimension to be in, only because of the amount of diamond blocks there are that are here. Alright, so we have a pretty standard almost looking world, except we have end boats everywhere, phantoms, these tall things of cracked stone brick that I'm guessing these are like trees, but very, very weird, with orange terracotta leaves. We have a tiny moon, a very tiny moon that goes by really quickly, and a massive sun. We'd probably be burnt all to, like, we'd die immediately through here if this was real life. This will bring us back to the overworld. So now, if we were here, we can easily just go and find our old portal and run into it again and go back to the dimension where we first started off. But now I actually want to go somewhere else. So we have this another random book. I'm going to throw it into there and rock through it. Oh boy. So that is a lot of noise. We have blocks of netherite. This is a very overpowered dimension. Throw into a random portal and we get this. A red, light blue, dark blue, yellow, dark red, and sort of off, like, grayish pink portal. So I'm just going to see what happens. Alright. Not a bad dimension, actually. You have lapis blocks, you got wood. I don't think you have stone. But you do have iron. And a lot of it. You have a metric ton of iron. And I think that's actually all there is here. I don't think there's anything above it. I think it's sort of like the caves in the nether, sort of like it goes up to the roof of it, where the roof of it, apparently you can actually get up here because there's an end boat which spawned, so you could easily get up here. And these actually have end cities, so I wonder if this has normal end loot, which it actually does. You get your elytra, you get apparently a lot of elytras, and you wouldn't be able to open this chest unless you broke that, or it broke the chest. So you do get some loot. It depends on if it's a end boat being summoned, like a spawned-in end boat, or if it's an actual end city that just has a boat with it. So if it's just a normal end city, I'm guessing these end city ones don't, the chests in here have orders. Oh no, they have normal stuff. So if it's an end city that spawned in, bam, you got yourself some good loot, you got yourself some good armor and tools, and you got yourself a boat with apparently 4 elytra in it. Which is interesting. So this is actually not a bad place to be in, you know. Just block a diamond and stone under it. But let's say we wanted a different dimension. Let's say we wanted the literal hell. So I'm just going to assign it. And now we're going to go to a dimension that's literally just called hell. I wonder if this will take us just literally to the nether. I made it blue. Blue portal. And surprisingly, it's actually very red and orange. So theoretically you can call this hell, but it's not really that bad. Though you can't survive in this. You'd be dying of hunger very quickly, and there's no wood to actually make tools out of. There's a lot of wooden planks, like slabs, but there's not actual wood to craft anything with. So actually, you know what, this is pretty hell-like. You can't really live in it. But if you have some other stuff, you come to this dimension, you set up a farm, get some trees going, you could easily survive in this. So anyways, if you guys want to check out these dimensions, then you can go back into the video, obviously, and copy what I've written down. I'm actually going to do one more just to look at the randomness of some of this. We have a sort of pinkish red portal. This was actually a lot more, okay, never mind. It's not a lot more survival friendly. We have withers spawning in everywhere. We got wood, we have terracotta, we have seaweed, I think. Twisting vines, okay, so that's with the new update. So we just have all around bad times in here. We got withers, we have these piglins, I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, zombified piglins. So those piglins are with the new Nether update, which happens or is happening. But you could survive in here technically, but you would only have wooden tools and have to fight a lot of withers. But I guess the good part about it is there is end gateways, so you can escape to that, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys want to see it, then leave a like down below and comment saying if you guys would like for me... Oh boy, that is very annoying. We do have a mineshaft with chest here, so that does spawn in sometimes. Alright, I'm just gonna turn down the jukeboxes. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, well I guess we just have a lot of jukebox noises. I'm gonna go back to the overworld real quick. Okay, so if you guys would like to see me do a series where I try and survive in one of these hellish dimensions, then you can let me know down in the comments below or by liking this video. And if you guys want to see more of me in general, then you can subscribe down below. It's always up to you if you guys want to and see more stuff. I know I haven't recorded in like half a year, but I just didn't really feel like it. I didn't have a whole lot of stuff to record and just school and all that stuff happening. So yeah. But now with all this craziness happening in real life and having to do self-isolation, we have more time to, or at least I have more time to record stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a like down below, and I will talk to you all later. See you guys.